favorite track. What's cracking? Welcome to another episode of the Reality Check Podcast. You dig? I think we on episode 22 this week.
22? Yeah, can't believe it, Rell. It's your boy Steve Stylez, and I'm here to call out the shit so you ain't got to step in it.
You know what time it is, man. Hey, yo, and we not alone today, yo. We got two special guests on the way. One of them you might be a little bit familiar with.
Oh, absolutely. Miss Puerto Rico. She was on a float a few months ago, too. She's a host. She's a model extraordinaire, and she's still in school.
Leilani, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, how are you?
We are amazing. We are amazing. Thank you for joining us today.
Better
and we
now.
also got a familiar reality check guest, Miss Jazz in the building. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? How you guys feeling?
Thank y'all for coming out today. Appreciate y'all so much. So look, we gonna get straight into it, G. You know we out here.
Yeah.
We out here media journalists and everything. Y'all know what's hot in the streets right now.
Well, you know, there's some stuff on Netflix. There's some these shows, bro, are
Talk about it, Steve.
You're just getting crazy,
Talk
man.
about it, Steve.
And I got to bring up Jeffrey Dahmer, man.
Talk about it, Steve.
I didn't know a human had this capacity of narcissism, first off, because you got to be a little egocentric to do this. And the amount of pain he's inflicting to people, let alone strangers, unless he's plotting. But, dude, how grossed out are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, I think it's amazing. I like this type of stuff, bro. But check it out.
Oh my!
I like you know.
Not
me,
amazing.
Bro.
No, say what you mean. What you mean?
Not
amazing. What you mean
Let's go back to
amazing?
the scale. You could have just said 10.
Y'all know I'm a Gemini, right?
Yeah.
So I got my Jekyll side and I got my Mr. Hyde side.
All right.
And Dahmer brings out my Mr. Hyde side. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what's real funny, Jarrell? Not to cut you off.
What's up?
So there's this image going viral online, like after Dahmer, and a lot of people's been watching it.
Yeah.
So there's this image online going viral about all of the serial killers in like America's history, pretty much, or at least the most prominent ones.
Which
whatever.
one's your favorite?
No. Let me finish. So I don't have a favorite. So
does the FBI.
Right. So all of them, like they listed all of the serial killers and they put their zodiac signs next to them.
Yes.
Do you want to know which zodiac sign popped up the most for serial killers in America?
Cancer.
Gemini.
No, you don't say.
They was lying. They trying to flex on us. Why you think that's for real?
I mean, we could look up the birthdays,
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's real.
You know what? I could believe it because all the greatest people in the world was Geminis anyway. You know what I mean? Like Kanye West was Gemini.
He's
Tupac
a great guy.
was a Gemini.
Okay.
You dig? My big dog Trump was a Gemini. You know what I'm saying?
Not the big dog.
Yeah, the big dog. So you know what I'm saying? So we out here. You know what I'm saying? We out
the
here.
crazy people in the world.
I mean,
right.
Crazy with passion.
Great. It's all the same thing if you really want to. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got to be crazy to be passionate about something.
Exactly. Like my boy Dahmer, right?
What was he crazy about?
Well, yeah. What was he passionate about?
What was his passion?
So, y'all acting like I can like really relate to this guy or whatever. I'm just saying, bro. First of all, the other question: who was my favorite serial killer?
Yeah,
it was definitely the DC sniper. You know what I'm saying?
Holy cow,
that was my boy. OJ was cool, but he ain't the DC sniper. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But regardless, G.
Had people on their toes. That DC sniper.
I'm trying to tell, bro. Wow. It was a time, wasn't it?
That was a scary time.
It was a time, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Man, anyway, bro. So Dahmer, bro. The first scene of Dahmer, right? He lures dude up into his apartment or whatever. Bro.
Yeah.
And dude fight him off, and in my head, bro, I'm going like, yo, Dahmer finna kill this dude, right? And I catch myself screaming at the TV, bro, like I want this black dude to live so bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when he finally like fought Dahmer off, because Dahmer was waving the sword, around, a little knife and everything, bro. Finally fought him off, and when they got up out of that, G, heart was beating fast and all type of shit, bro. I'm over here like I'm tweaked the fuck out, like
right there in it.
I wanted to see him die, but I wanted to see him get away at the same time, bro. Like, you can't take my mans out. You know what I'm saying, bro?
That's some good filmmaking, first off, but it all shows you the intensity of what was going on at that time, man. This was literally a fight for his life.
Yeah.
Literally.
And you're right there just popcorn and everything, like, oh my gosh.
No, I felt the same way when I was watching it. Like, it's like you were really rooting for them. You're like, no, please don't get him. Please.
No. Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say the thing that we noticed, as the show went on, which I didn't know about Jeffrey Dahmer. I knew that he was, a cannibal, that he was doing a bunch of messed up stuff.
And he liked
but
boys.
I did not know until the series was that most of his victims were black and brown people.
That's what
I did not know that.
That's what I didn't like, and that's what I didn't like.
So then there's that other angle we're going to bring up right away. There's a racism angle, a superior complex, I think is what it's called.
How much different is he than like Dylan Roof? Y'all remember who Dylan Roof was?
No, I don't. You got to
Yeah.
So
remind me.
Dylan Roof is this white dude who shot up like a church. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Full of people. He killed some people or whatever. And he did it in the name of white supremacy. Like, he was
Yeah, they
screaming
were all
out.
black, like older people too, right?
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
He did some old school down south shit where he went and fucked the church up, right?
Yeah.
And so when I was putting that connection together too, when I was watching Dahmer, I was like, yo, this ain't that different, bro. And it kind of made me think like, all right, Dahmer in his regular life, he going to school, he going to work and all of that shit, he going to the bar, whatever.
Yeah.
How many people that is at your job or at your school that's low-key Dahmers? You feel me?
We
They
don't
go
know.
home and they rip the fucking heads off the bunnies or the squirrels in the park. You know what I'm saying? They play with, because these people exist, bro.
They do.
These people, you know, we all, like, there was a scene in the TV show where it was like, hey, can I take the pig or the cat? They was dissecting some shit, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, can I take it home, right?
That's
I
sick in
remember
the head.
kids like that when I was in middle school and high school.
What are you gonna
and
do
shit,
with that
though,
pig
bro.
at the crib at that age?
You know what he did. You feel me? He
Weird
wanted to fill
shit.
on that heart. You feel me?
Oh my
He wanted to
gosh.
squeeze them intestines and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember, you feel me, growing up and like being in middle school and doing all of that. And it was kids that was like that.
Yeah, they
You
were.
feel- It was kids that was like, yo, I want to take this home. Or like they was just too excited on dissect day. You feel me? I wasn't trying to get nowhere near that shit, bro.
Me neither, man. We did frogs. I remember in high school we did frogs for the dissection. It was biology 101 freshman year, and
Yeah.
I was like, what am I learning here, man? You
Right.
just show me a picture and I'm straight, but I'd gross out. I got a weak stomach for that stuff too. That's why I couldn't even see the whole episode of Dahmer. But you brought up a great point about, you know, that the white supremacy. My question is, how important does environment play? Because this took place in Milwaukee.
Most important.
And personally, like, I've DJ'd in Milwaukee at a few strip clubs. You know, I used to date a few girls out there too. I frequent out there.
Player Steve,
yeah, you know,
boy.
there's a different Steve.
Player
You know?
Steve,
this is
boy.
the old Steve.
Different hoes, different area codes.
Yeah, this is the young homie. You know what I'm saying? This is the young homie in Rockford. And so I am not black. I'm Latino, but like,
Right.
I would be treated differently.
Facts.
They were racist toward me.
In Milwaukee?
In Milwaukee,
Now, I
in
heard they black
Kenosha.
in Milwaukee though, right?
Well, yeah, Kenosha's a little more.
I ain't never been.
But Milwaukee, they'll serve you last.
Yeah.
They don't make eye contact,
Yeah.
and they give you the chin, where they just turn the other way.
Yeah.
And I felt that. I'm like, man, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd left plenty of establishments. I haven't tipped many establishments. I'd walk out on a girl too one time, like, you gonna put up with this bullshit? She's used to it. She's from that environment.
Yeah.
So how much does
Wow.
environment play in your eyes?
So, and when it comes to racism, how much do environment play? Or when it comes to Dahmer, how much do environment play?
Hey,
that's
let's
two
do
different things, right?
let's do environment separate.
Yeah.
And then do Dahmer.
All right. So when it comes to racism, bro, environment, I feel like environment is the most important. I don't even think that you really could be a racist person in a multicultural environment for real, bro. Because all right. So riddle me this, right?
Okay.
Say you a black person, right? And you say, I don't like white people for whatever reason, right? But every time that you look up, bro, there's a white person around.
See?
When you go to the store, a white person is checking you out. When you get on the bus, the bus driver is white.
Yeah.
You feel me? When you go to the school or you go to your
Yeah.
kid's school, the teacher's white.
White.
So you can be racist if you want to. You can say I don't like white people, but every time you look up, you damn near dependent on a white person to make sure that your day go well, right?
See?
Relative to, all right, I'm a black person and I live in a community where it's only black people, and I say I don't like white people, bro. It's 20 times easier for me to go about my racism when I know the people around me is just gonna turn a blind eye to it. You feel me? Rather than if I was in a multicultural area and they gonna be like, yo, that's bogus. Or you could say you don't like white people, but them your coworkers, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that you really can only be racist in a community where you the majority. You feel me? And which that's the only thing that makes it weird about Dahmer is I can't call him racist because he in a hood. He in a hood, bro. He
So the majority
surrounded by
is
black people. You feel
yeah.
me? When they went and arrested him and took him out of his apartment, everybody that came out and
Like
seen
the
what
neighbors
happened
and stuff, yeah.
was black.
See?
When he go to the bar, everybody was black. When he
Boom.
walk outside his crib, everybody black. So I don't think that Dahmer was racist only because his environment didn't let him.
Yeah.
You feel me? But if he was doing the same thing in an all-white area, he is Dylan Roof. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Makes perfect sense too. I mean, I'd like to get your guys' insight too on how you feel about Dahmer. Do you think that Dahmer was just someone who had he was just mentally off, or do you think these were targeted?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question because, for one, I mean, watching the series, we've learned that he was targeting them, you know, because he was, you know, like that, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing. Was he though?
Yes.
Was he though?
Yes.
Because there was a scene where he was jacking off.
Okay, and what was he doing it to?
Playboy.
Okay,
Big titties.
all right.
And he couldn't finish, right? You saw that part, right?
Right, but
Because
then,
it was a woman.
that's the thing.
He couldn't finish. He couldn't get into it.
Was it because it was a woman, or was it because he really orgasmed to taking people body parts out of their body? You feel
both.
He likes that type of shit.
But he did it like he would do those people before he would kill them. So he did it to them while they were alive.
I ain't get to that part of the doc. I ain't seen no sex scenes yet.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he did it.
Yeah.
He did the deed while they were alive, not while they were dead. So I can't say that was what got him off.
Yeah, because then if they were dead and he do it, I think they're called necromancers, right? Mm-hmm. Where they just play with a dead body.
Necrophilia.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a word for
There
that.
was a word for it, right? I was like,
Yes.
what?
There's a whole thing.
Necrophilia.
Yeah.
Call them weirdos, bro. You
Thank
know what's
you.
crazy? They made us study a weirdo when we was in school, and I felt some type of way about it, right? Y'all ever heard of somebody named Edgar Allan Poe? He's like
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing
whatever.
poet.
A
Yes.
poet.
But he used to fuck
absolutely.
dead bodies, though. That was his
Well,
thing.
yeah.
And he used to write about fucking dead bodies, like corpses. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's not okay. We shouldn't have to learn about no Dylan Roof, Jeffrey Dahmer motherfucker, and write papers about him in school. G, I think that shit is way off, bro. And I think we should start checking the rest of these motherfuckers that we got to study about too, man.
Well, we know where school started. We know it's the Rockefellers. School started with the Rockefellers trying to create great workers.
Yeah.
Trying to get us, conditioned in a way where we don't question anything, accept all the information they give to us, whether it's true, false, incorrect, or inappropriate.
Yeah.
And we're just expected to be drones, worker bees, and just go, go, go. So I put it on them. The foundation was crooked. That's why the building falling.
That sounds crazy. You supposed to go to school and learn how to not ask questions.
See what I'm saying?
That's wild,
Right?
boy. That's wild, bro.
Of course, the kids. Remember, and I see this firsthand as a parent too. My son is super smart. Like he catches on quick, and if he gets bored or completes the assignment in 5 minutes or less, they're like, "What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
How come you're not? No,
They
you're
don't
not
like him
conforming."
overachieving.
They don't like him overachieving.
That's
So,
fucked up, bro.
well, that's why I had to take him out of that school and put him in a better
That's
school.
fucked up.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's because
Exactly.
Shit, better
the overachievers of
school
the
now.
world is the people that make a difference.
They do.
You see what I'm saying?
They
It's
do.
people like Jay-Z and Rihanna, the overachievers of the world that make a difference. You dig?
Big.
Speaking of Jay-Z and Rihanna, you dig?
Okay.
Jay-Z just signed that deal and said, hey, look, Rihanna doing the Super Bowl this year, man.
It's huge. It's huge.
As she should.
First off, Jay-Z been on fire since he made his little deal. I ain't mean little deal, but since Jay-Z made his
Gigantic
deal
deal.
with the NFL to say, hey, look, I'm in charge of entertainment now.
Yes.
He been on fire, bro.
He's been
I'm
doing it
talking-
right.
The J-Lo Shakira thing a few years ago, bro, and then the
Excellent.
Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Eminem, Mary J.
Molto
Blige
bene.
situation.
You know what I'm saying? That's top
Yeah.
shelf.
And
That
now
was
we
beautiful.
got Rihanna coming and shit, G. Jay-Z.
As she should.
And Jay-Z a capitalist, you feel me?
Yeah.
Right before that, Beyonce did the Super Bowl. So I'm like, come on, bro.
Come on.
You know he getting a little change off
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Rihanna was a Rockefeller artist, you feel me? He getting a little change off that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Jay-Z a hustler,
I'm
bro. He
I'm
putting
curious
his
to know.
workers out.
I'm curious to know where the money's coming from because correct me if I'm wrong, but all Super Bowl artists they don't get paid.
Yeah.
They just get accommodated for their transportation and the equipment necessary for their
You
perform.
believe that shit?
Really?
You believe that, bro?
I'm sure there's petty cash still. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like
believe that.
When
that's something-
tickets are $5,000,
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
they should be giving the artists at least a little something.
I don't believe they don't get paid. I don't
They
believe that,
have
not
to
even a
get
little
paid.
bit.
They have to
Yeah.
get paid. And that policy
Yeah.
that they put is just some public statement, maybe, right?
100%.
Just BS.
Exactly, bro. Just so, and I think that they do it just so that people don't be like, all right,
Questioning or
so and so
digging.
got paid this much this year, so and so is supposed to get paid. Like they don't want each other.
Oh,
in each
that'd be
other's
such a
business.
good thing.
You feel me? Because like, all right, last year the Super Bowl, the halftime show was split between like 6 or 7 people. Bro.
Yeah.
Rather than the majority of the time is 2 artists. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, they probably had to split that check and all type of shit, bro. And if you had to split your Super Bowl check, you don't want to hear that somebody got double or triple what you got.
No,
you know
no.
what I mean? So I think that they just try to keep it under wraps or whatever, bro.
Absolutely.
But, bro, just the amount that you have to spend to have a commercial on Super Bowl day,
$1 million at
on that
least.
network,
That was like 5 years ago.
you feel me? And there's
Yeah.
like 50 commercials, G. So all there's billions of dollars coming in on this one day. All of the betting, all of the tickets,
Yeah.
all of the TV, the like NFL Network and shit. Come on, bro. And you gonna tell me that the Super Bowl, the halftime performance not getting paid?
Yes.
Please. Janet Jackson eating for the rest of her life since that titty came out.
For sure.
Stop, bro. And it's been 20 years, bro. Stop.
Janet Jackson was gonna eat for the rest of her life. Period. Point blank.
That's fact. That's fact.
She legend. You know?
She ain't
Legendary.
Icon. There you go.
Icon.
She lit up my childhood for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Every boy out there wishing they were Justin Timberlake too for a moment, right?
Bro,
Just like the Madonna and Britney kiss on that, what was it, the MTV Awards or something?
But I saw Madonna as an old lady. I was like, why are you creeping on a nice looking Britney Spears? Let Christina Aguilera and Britney do it. Like, what does this old lady have to do with this?
I think that was different.
So you weren't feeling the MILF
They weren't feeling the Gaga. They weren't feeling the Gaga part of it.
They weren't feeling it.
No, I wasn't feeling the MILF thing at the time.
I'm dead.
At the time.
I like that.
Keyword.
Yeah, now I'm
Mills
older
hit
and
up
wiser.
Steve Stylez.
Right? You gonna mess around, find me, what's the... I'm sure they got an app out there, Tinder for Cougars or something, right?
No, bro.
Let's go. I'm gonna check it out. Let's go. While you guys move on, I'm gonna see what they got on the app store right now.
Oh no, Steve
we
out
go.
here cougar hunting, G.
Who knows?
Okay, Steve,
No,
listen.
bro, no,
Sugar mama.
Sugar
yeah,
mama.
that's the word I was looking for. Sugar mama. You know, I wouldn't mind having a sugar mama. You know what I'm
Period.
saying? Think about it.
Steve, you talking that shit like we ain't got hella fans, bro.
Nah.
Like you gonna have a sugar mama in your DMs as soon as I drop it.
I doubt it. Well, maybe we'll see. We got to do our. How do we do our marketing
You
again?
should.
We just hit the text and do a mass text.
You wildin', bro. You think it's a game? It's not a game.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind though. You know, but what? Sugar mama. All right, I associate it with, you know, money and then money to better the sugar baby, right? Or the cougar to the cub. What if I flipped the scenario and made it like a super rich, high value man? And what if he wants to get, you know, work done on his girl?
Okay.
Let's bring up the question of the day.
The question of the day.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
Here we go, guys. Question of the day, and this is gonna go directly to you, ladies, because we need to know what the women think, because we don't know. I don't know much.
You never
personally.
know.
I don't know much
I don't know
personally.
if I want to know.
Yeah,
Men never know, but that's a conversation for another day. Ask the question of the day.
I love it. The question of the day is:
Question of the day.
are BBLs an investment? Are BBLs an investment for a woman?
I would say that they are, because it's not like it's free. So it's like everything is an investment that you put into yourself and that you are paying more than a couple $100s for. Like a BBL is more than a couple $100s. So it's an investment for the simple fact that you have to literally save money. You have to go and decide to spend all of that money. And then, it's you. So you're investing in yourself. It technically is an investment.
So riddle me this, right? You got a daughter, she 18. She 18, right?
Oh,
I got 10K for her to go to college, right?
Yeah.
Or I got 10K for her to get a BBL. Which is the better investment in 2022? What would y'all say?
I don't know.
Neither.
It depends what kind of outcome she wants
Oh,
in life.
Okay.
go in on that.
That's true.
Right.
That's
Because a BBL is only an investment if you're trying to go into, you know, an industry where your body is, you know, on the forefront.
Right.
An asset.
So there's a social
Yeah.
dynamic to that, right? Which is once you grown, whatever industry you decide to go into, I don't care what industry, it helps to be attractive.
For
right?
sure.
It helps to be attractive. I don't care what. I don't care if you work at McDonald's. It helps to be attractive.
Yeah.
Now, this is an
For
enhancement.
anybody though.
Exactly, for
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
Is the 10K that you would spend on a BBL better than 10K that you would spend getting a college degree? Is being what I'm saying is being attractive more valuable than being qualified or having a degree or being whatever word that is?
Depends on the job.
I think yes. I think
Depends
yes
on the
in
job.
every situation.
I
I wouldn't tell my daughter to go get a BBL.
Yeah,
but I think that is the better investment.
But like, look at this. You said 10K to school. I'm not even believing in college no more. I'm done with college and believe that's all full of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I gained more by doing stuff and networking on my
Life
own time
experience,
than
networking.
going to college and doing the 4-year, 5-year run too.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Do I have another option? BBL, 10K for college, 15,000 gets you a franchise at Little Caesars.
Okay.
So what if I go the business route with that 10K maybe?
I don't know. I don't have a vagina. So it's not really an option for we hypothetically
but look at
speaking.
it, but look at this.
if I'm hypothetically speaking, I'm taking a BBL, bro.
What
You
if-
can have the Caesars, bro.
If you're picking a girl, say you're picking your lady, your
Yeah.
wife, you know, you want to go, you know, end the times with this beautiful woman.
Okay.
You know, are you going to be concerned about her college education and her skill set? Or are you going to be more worried about like her physical attributes, her genealogy?
Who you talking to right now? You talking to?
Which Gemini?
I'm trying to tell you, like you talking to the dude who wants like a nice career and all of that. Or you talking about the dude who just like want to be happy in life? You know what I'm saying? Like I want like what?
But you got to think like a degree can help you. Like now, and in like 10 years,
Yeah.
a BBL's in style right now. You know, that body type is in style right now. Might not be in style in the next 10 years. So you investing in a BBL right now might not be a good investment in 10 years, because what if that's out of style? That's not what's popular anymore. You know,
say the same thing about college.
I mean, college is already going
I'm trying to tell you,
It's outdated. It's
So
outdated.
what's the better investment?
What's the
You got 10K. You got an 18-year-old kid. She say, "Yo, I don't want to go to school. I want to look like Kim."
Take it away.
First of all, Kim looks like an ant.
I wanna
So
look like
I'm
this.
sorry.
What's the
No,
younger
no,
one? What's the younger one? What's the younger one? Courtney, Chloe. What's
Courtney,
the younger
Chloe?
one? What's the one with the makeup?
None of them
They look
good.
like sticks.
Chloe.
Like it doesn't matter who you're talking about in the Kardashian
Yeah.
clan.
Use
They
a girl
either
that
look
got,
like an
use a
ant
girl that
or
got,
like a
got
stick.
thighs.
One of them cute. One of them cute. Which one is the? Which
They
one
could
is-
be all cute in the face. That's
Which
good
one
and
is with
well.
Scott?
With Scott?
Yeah, which one
She's
is
not
with
with
Scott?
Scott anymore.
Now she's with Travis
What's her
Barker.
name? What's her name?
Courtney.
Courtney.
She cute.
She looks the
She
most
is
normal.
cute.
She looks
But
the
she's the
most
one with the
normal.
like the least amount, well, like body work done. I'm not talking about her face. I'm talking
And
about
she's
her
also
body.
like the least messy one, so I do
No.
like her. She's very
Is
like
she-
not.
Yeah, I like brunettes. So
Is she the least rich?
I don't know.
Is
Who
she the
knows?
least
I don't
rich?
be in they
Because-
pockets.
Well, what I'm asking is, if she the
Well-
person that got the least amount of surgery,
Okay.
She's the one that like never really invested too much in her own like creating her own establishment, her own business.
right?
You know,
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian has started her own personal endeavors. So aside from her own family's, you know, success, she has her own businesses that she's making money with. Same thing for
Right.
like Chloe. Courtney, it took her like a bit like longer for her to create her own.
You said
Like,
Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney.
This is the
That's the
one
one that you
that
said
is-
was pretty.
got the list.
Okay, that's the
Yeah.
I got the list. Here we go. Kim Kardashian, number one,
Yeah.
$1.8 billion.
Right.
Okay.
Right?
plastic surgery.
Right. And then we got Courtney,
Yeah.
$65 million.
Okay, so she's second.
Okay.
Wow.
She not beating the younger one with the makeup.
Chloe.
Obviously.
No, she's
That's
number
Kylie.
one. Kylie's number one.
Kylie's number
so it gotta be
two.
Kylie
Oh, really?
then Kim.
Yeah, it's Kim, then Kylie. Kylie's
Right.
900 million. Yeah, so Courtney's
she-
third. Courtney's third, and then
Kendall?
the tall one, Chloe and Kendall are last.
I still don't know.
The one
who
with
who.
Tristan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's last.
Yeah, she at
She
the
was
bottom.
dating a crackhead for like
No.
10 years, bro. You kind of gotta understand.
She was
that.
at French Montana.
She
She was
was a
with.
bar.
That's
Older
right.
mode.
Huh?
Well, let me say before
Everybody.
we get off of this topic
Huh.
that Ariel, my good friend Ariel, she says college can go out of style, but knowledge is invaluable.
Facts.
And that's real.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's real. So I just wanted to put that out there.
And the things that college gives you. College allows you to network with people. You know, college allows you to, you know, like learn new things, things that you didn't even like know about yourself, or things that you might not even thought that you would be interested in.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like a life lesson
Now,
more
what
than
do
just like a degree.
What's the advantages of this BBL though? This BBL will put you in environments that you would not be in no other situation, and environments and relationships is what get you where you want to go. That's it.
Whoa.
You feel me?
Whoa.
And I think
Good
that
point.
Well, yeah, but I just feel like when you get a BBL,
I'd rather be hired for
no,
my.
say that shit. This the reality check. You better tell them little females
No,
out there. It's a
yeah.
bunch of
Or
18-year-olds that's about to
We
go
need to
ahead.
know. We need to know.
I'd rather be hired
better
for my
sell it.
mind than my body.
She
That's
said
what I'm
mind
saying.
over body.
All right,
Yes.
that's cute.
So,
but
I
like-
don't want to be hired because you think
Because
I'm
you
cute.
think my
because
body
you're
is
looking
nice.
at my booty when I walk
Especially if I
in
paid
and
for
when
this
I walk
body,
out.
and then I don't want to
Yeah.
be hired for the body I paid
so
for.
check it out. Your mind gets you 100,000, and your body will get you 1,000,000. You want to keep playing that game?
I sure do.
You feel me? All right, like how long we
Whoa.
gonna?
If I
Because
play
we're
with my
thinking about
mind-
longevity.
Yeah.
we have to
Long game.
think about that longevity, the long game.
Who wants a granny with a BBL?
So when you
Nobody.
got a BBL and
I
you're
disagree.
70 years
I disagree.
old,
Yeah.
what's that gonna look like?
Bussin'. No, I'm kidding.
It's gonna look disgusting.
Okay. Or you a granny at 50 years old, you worked your whole life, and now you feel me, you living in some ranch or some small crib, or you feel me, you in a situation where you gotta go work at McDonald's or Walmart because you decided to use your mind your whole life, and when the girl who decided to get money off her body, she's sitting pretty right now. You feel me? I don't know, bro. Like if I had a vagina, I think I'll make some changes, bro.
But then again, though, you asked the question from
I
the
don't know how
perspective as a father.
valuable like being a mind is.
It's
or
hard for
having
me
a
to
good
answer these
mind
questions
is.
because I'm already beautiful and I go to school. So
Period.
it's like I don't gotta pick.
Yeah.
Why you
yeah.
gotta pick?
Well, how
Why we
about
gotta
this?
pick?
You're a hostess, so you do events. You know, people pay you for your appearance.
They pay me for my appearance.
Appearance. Now, what is included in that appearance fee? Like, what is expected from you for your job? What are you supposed to do? say
I
that
need to show up
Show up?
looking
Looking
beautiful.
looking amazing.
Because they know how valuable that look is.
Yeah, because a beautiful woman can help bring in men with a little more money in their pocket, or heck, women too. Attractive people just draw higher yield spenders, and that's what
Right.
you want. I see it firsthand in the strip clubs. Obviously, people come in there and look at something nice, and these girls, if a dancer, an entertainer in the strip club industry chooses to get a BBL, she's going to supersede the next one next to her. She's going to get more money, more eyes, more attention. Heck, she may even get more offers from the owner saying, hey, I like what you do. I see the investment. Here's a bonus. Here's a stipend. I don't know.
I only ask because our industry and every other industry that I've seen, you've seen the person that works hard. You've seen the person that's committed. You've seen the person that put the time in over, and then you see the person that's attractive. And you just walk into, you know what I'm saying? Everything that this person is working for, the attractive person just is giving it. You know what I mean? And it's not just media. You feel me? It's not just any one industry. It's everything in life. It's everything in life, bro. And I'm just like, I'm not a girl, so our value for attraction is a little bit different. You know what I mean? For sure. But if I was, I can't get mad at no girl that say I don't want to go to college. I want to get my body done.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying, bro. I watched girls drop out of school 2012, 13 because they was like, yo, I'm gonna just go spend my money, do this, and I'm in the club now. And from being in the
so
club,
if you could pay to get muscles,
if I could pay to get muscles, wouldn't be the thing. But
what do you think it would be then?
Some type of
what's the equivalent of like a male BBL?
A charger.
Oh yeah, it does charger.
Girls don't look at a man's. Bullshit. I mean, kind of, but like not for real.
No, yeah,
we don't even know what. We don't even know. I don't even know what kind of car is what car.
Don't be knowing what
or
that
what
car
year it is.
I'm gonna tell you like
so
this.
as long as it's not a beater, I don't care what kind of car you got.
You might not know what kind of car it is, but you know when it's expensive. You know when it's a car that you don't see every day. You know when it's a car that's a little bit cleaner.
All I need is for you to have some Bluetooth.
Okay, as long as it's not
some
like
AC, and your brakes gotta work.
And I'll tell you something else too.
I like that.
I got an okay car, right?
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you like this.
Stop, your car nice. Quit playing.
I know girls that I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. They're used to being in 2022s. They used to being in 2020s. So when they come in and get in my car, it's not a I'm impressed, or it's not a this is a nice car. It feels. They go. Damn, I could have been with the dude with the Charger. Right. You see what I'm saying? I could have been with the dude with the Corvette.
Well, see, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Because I genuinely feel like women that base their opinion off of a man just based off of the car that they drive. If it's a 2021, if it's 2022, 2023, you're doing too much. Really? You need to reel it back.
Yeah, because what do you have? What car are you driving that you expect the man that you're with to be driving some?
That's what you really care about.
Car.
If he's driving a 2022 or
I care more about your work ethic, what your passions are, if you're driven, if you're goal
that's what I'm saying.
Y'all don't see that as a sign of he's a provider?
He has security.
He's a
what if he stole that car?
I mean,
you
can what if?
That means he gets it.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't think that it's right for women to go into these situations expecting a man to have all that if the woman doesn't have all that.
I agree.
Yeah. It might not be right, but is it real? Is it real?
Yeah.
I don't never see too
it's
many
definitely real.
What kind of girls are you dating, Jarrell?
I see
it's not a what kind of girl,
I see it first time.
It's
like it's all
real,
over.
but
it's real.
It's a big difference in a dude that's getting off of a bus stop versus a dude that's pulling up in a clean ass Charger.
Exactly.
The guys could be wearing the same exact clothes. They could have the same exact game, talk to you the same way, but the environment changes every day.
Yeah, if I get off, the CTA bus, like the 6 bus or something, right? It's not. She's not gonna look at me the same way.
Thing is pulling up
in a Range Rover or a Benz. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say that because my boyfriend is the first guy I've ever been with that has like picked me up and like had a car and everything. A lot of other guys I've driven to or I picked up. So I wouldn't say it's all about, and I'm not saying I haven't been around guys who have had money, but those guys don't attract me just because they have money. Like it's about a lot more that like you have to like substance.
Would you feel the same way about your boyfriend if he didn't pick you up? If he was another one of them guys that you had to go pick up? Would you like him as much? Would you be as excited to, have that pride to say, yo, this is my boyfriend?
Yeah, because that's not the only thing that like set him apart.
Okay, so now we get into the real then. So this is why the Chargers set us guys apart. This is why
They
we do what we do now. Bro, you understand where we coming from?
We know what we're doing.
It's a
He
competition.
didn't have a charger though, by the way.
He didn't, right?
Why
Don't
does,
come for my man.
The Chargers is my thing. All right,
why does it have to be a competition though? That's my question to you guys as men.
Testosterone?
Why? I mean, I guess that's something I'll never understand because, as you said, you was like, I'm not a woman, I'm not a girl, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that either. I know the testosterone thing is like a big, thing
For
to
sure.
y'all.
It gives us an ego, I think, that blinds us sometimes.
Not even that. It's the conqueror aspect of.
Yeah, we want to. I want to put my foot down, and this is my house, my land. Take care
What
of
if
you.
we put our foot down?
The bases
Then what?
around
Then we got to team up. Then it has to be a team effort.
Period.
That's a great.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the basis around the whole testosterone thing is still women. It's still women, bro. All of it is still. I want to be the guy to get the first pick at the women.
Exactly.
That's all it really come down to. I want to be the best fighter. I want to have the most money. I
Yeah.
want to have the best job. I want to have the nicest car. I want to live in the biggest house. I want to be the guy that the women choose first. That's all it come down to at the end of the day. So it's like, why is it a competition? Because we love pussy. That's why it's a competition, bro.
It's not really a competition.
So this is like dodgeball, basically. I want to be picked first for the dodgeball team.
Yes.
Like we're in 7th grade.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, that's exactly what. If you want to look at it that way, 100%. But is that such a bad thing?
No, who doesn't want to be
If the dodgeball is
you know,
beautiful women, is that such a bad thing, bro?
to get picked on the right team?
That's our motive for everything, bro. Every guy that you know that's ever accomplished anything or wanted to accomplish anything, his motive has been girls at the end of the day. And it starts when you, 8?
Yeah.
7? Like, come on, bro.
Why do we get money? I mean, to provide, to pay your bills, but we get money for the opposite sex. That's what we do. We upgrade our lifestyle because there's different type of guys. There's guys that want to live a C+ life. They're okay with average and they're satisfied with content. And then there's guys, I think, that really are ambitious and they have the potential the potential is infinite and they want to have it all, because by us being more demonstrative with our purchases shows an intelligence, shows security, shows maturity. As I got older, I don't want to be the guy that could trick off a stack at the strip club. I want to be able to be like, yo, I'm gonna take that band and put it in a S&P index fund. You know what I'm saying? Get my residuals.
Yeah.
And I think it's a time thing. It's an age thing. As you get older, as a dude, it's not that you slow down. You take that same passion, testosterone, energy, and you apply it in different things.
Yeah. Well, speaking of testosterone and energy, my boy Gunna and locked up right now. Around a whole lot of testosterone and energy, bro.
Yeah.
You think he gonna get out soon, man?
I think he may get out before Thug.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think Thug.
Why do you think that?
Because I think Thug recently was he's under review for 6 more additional charges.
Oh wow.
One of them is a felon, on top of the Father 5. And then I don't know. I think Gunna has some relationships. Didn't like Kim K tweet like free Gunna or this ain't right? Like he's got different eyes on him than Thug does. So maybe his network, maybe his relationship can pull him out.
I think that they just don't got nothing on Gunna, right?
See?
They don't got nothing on Gunna for real besides you was a part of the group.
Yeah.
They don't got he's not fingerprinted on nothing. He's not wiretapped on nothing. It's just a matter of you hang out with these guys, so you guilty by affiliation. That sucked to have to be locked up for 6 months for being friends with somebody. You feel me? But they say that he should get let out because they don't have no solid evidence on him or nothing like that. But I think it do speak to a bigger problem, which is down south in Georgia and Louisiana, down south in general, they can indict you because of your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that they can't do in New York. And the more north you go, you know what I'm saying, the more they really can't do that. But in the south, they can indict you for your lyrics, which means, bro, who next?
Yeah, who's
next?
Anybody who spits
Baby,
anything. Yeah,
Lil Baby.
Wow.
Young Boy. Who next, bro?
They're always going to be after Young Boy.
Go.
And they said that there was going to be a couple more names coming out of Atlanta or whatever too, bro. That's why all of the rappers been on their best behavior lately, because you don't want to get caught up in this.
Yeah,
bro.
they're listening, guys.
One.
They are listening.
That's a nasty one.
So what about the song release?
What about it?
Chloe said that in a few days ago she was going to regret this, but she released a song, and she recently said that yes, Gunna was the inspiration. I wrote this about him or for him.
Are they together? I'm not hip, bro.
They were.
They
right?
there was pictures of them on vacation and like with each other at.
But are they together?
I don't know them personally, but they definitely went on some date. At least they definitely been dating to some extent. I don't know if that means they're boyfriend girlfriend or if they just
if dude's in jail and she's out here, I'm gonna say they're
writing
separated.
songs.
Writing
about
songs.
him.
Well, maybe she still thinks about him.
What you trying to say, Steve?
What
you trying to say, Steve?
Just because he's locked up doesn't mean that they're not
What you
together.
trying to say, Steve?
I've known many relationships that have ended because of this situation.
Yeah, what you trying to say, Steve?
I'm saying that I don't think that they're together anymore.
Yeah.
So you saying somebody else?
I think Chloe has someone else in mind too.
I honestly feel like they never were together.
You think
to be very honest?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could just be a friendship. We don't want to say anything out of context.
I just don't think they were ever together.
Yeah.
I don't think that was ever a thing. So it's like the fact that I saw a lot of people online when Gunna first got locked up.
Yeah.
They were like, Chloe, why aren't you saying anything about your man? You ain't even say free Gunna. You ain't say nothing.
Maybe
because they're not together.
Not her man.
She don't have to say that if that's not her man.
Makes sense.
Period.
Yeah.
It's not about what you have to do. It's about what you should want to do. If this a dude that you've been spending time with, especially in public, you done been seen with, y'all done been seen kicking it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you should at least, you feel me, give my man some love. I don't know if she not. She probably maybe visiting him and everything. I don't know if she not. But I don't you're not required to, but
But yeah, maybe she prefers.
Like, this is somebody that obviously you fuck with.
You shared some time in your life.
It should be some type. I ain't saying that you gotta be, and I'm not saying that she not. I ain't saying you gotta be all lovey-dovey like, oh, free my man, but like, yo, well wishes for him. I hope he get out, so I'm gonna do everything I can. You feel me? That's still my homie at the end of the day, together or not. You know what I'm saying?
She's a public figure, is what he's saying. Like she should at least.
I mean, they both are. That's always going to be
Yeah.
a messy situation when somebody gets, imprisoned, and then the other person who is looked at as their partner to the public eye is always going to be looked at as, oh, they need to say something because if they don't, they're bogus as hell.
Yeah.
Like.
I think that social media shit is so weird.
It's
so
that's
weird
what I'm
because
saying.
it put pressure on you to be somebody that you might not even
it does.
be. You feel
You're
me?
not might not.
Yeah.
You can put you on pressure when not. You're not that person.
But then again, it's like, bro, how much you letting people put that pressure on you? Feel me? Because it's just as easy to cut the phone off. It's just as easy to, you know what I'm saying, disconnect from the app, bro. So it's like.
But just because you disconnect from the app doesn't mean that people still aren't saying those things.
Lil Durk shut down his Instagram after what happened with him and his girl, and they separated, right?
With him and his girl.
You don't know?
They done separated.
This is called good content, guys.
He
I'm trying to set it up. I'm trying to set it up.
He done cheated.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly, or he
Allegedly.
cheated. Like,
No,
did somebody
he
come
Come
out?
in, becoming
He
together.
cheated. He definitely cheated.
You got to.
Like
Who
how
was
many?
the-
He has a whole nother child. He had a child on her.
Can't hide that.
So there's proof
Can't
of
hide
that
that.
affair.
This is
There's proof of that
interesting. I didn't know about
affair.
this part.
Yeah.
So how many kids he got now? Like 10?
I don't even know how to keep. I can't keep track. I can't keep track.
Nick Canon.
I can answer that.
Future's
10.
up there.
He got 10. I thought he had 11.
I know, all these
one of
men.
them passed.
Future got 8.
One of them is on the way, and it will make 11
One
because
on
he
passed,
just
though.
had
One on passed, though.
he just had his 10th though the other day.
Yeah.
Tell me this. Tell me this. If a woman had a BBL
Okay.
and she has 10 kids, does that take away from her value of having a BBL?
I'm
No.
sorry. I'm confused.
I'm confused too because one, I see.
Because all these men have 10 kids, and it doesn't take away from them being an artist, guys looking up to them, people thinking that, they're great.
Okay.
And for a woman, I feel like if a woman had that amount of kids with that amount of different baby daddies,
Whoa, yeah.
the way that it would look on them would be completely different.
Yeah, but that's not our fault. That's y'all fault.
How is that our fault?
Because y'all still accept that shit. As long as you feel me, you can have 7 to 8 baby mamas if you rich. You see what I'm saying? Like you
It's
can
low
do
key
what you want to
acceptable
do.
now, right?
Well,
You can.
People will talk.
I'll tell you like this.
You can?
Jazz,
But people will
you
turn the
might
other
not
way.
feel that way, but there's a lot of girls who don't see nothing but a
No.
nice bank account. You feel me? They don't see nothing but a whole bunch of clout. They don't see nothing but a good provider. You
I
see what I'm
want
saying?
a
They don't
baby
see nothing-
daddy. I want
What
a
if
baby
they
daddy
weren't?
who hangs out with, who is a father to my child, not just who provides for my child.
And that's great for Leilani. But I know a whole lot of girls out there that go, yo, I would much rather be baby mama to somebody that's rich than to be wife to somebody that's not.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know a whole lot. I would even say that's the majority. You see what I'm saying?
I would say so.
I say that Dirk can have 7 to 8
So
or
it's
10
our
or
fault.
11.
No,
Yes.
no, I'm not
I don't
agreeing.
think it's a
Yes.
fault. I don't think it's a fault thing though. I think it's an instinct thing. I think by nature y'all supposed to look for a good provider. You feel
security.
me? And I think if you a rich guy and you got 7 or 8 kids, you still a provider. That's not the same thing as a regular guy that got 7 or 8 kids.
And he's barely making his payments.
If you a regular guy that got 7 or 8 kids
time,
with
right?
7 or 8 baby mamas, you not looked at, you not put on a pedestal.
So what if you ask the question differently? What is acceptable? How many baby mamas are acceptable for a man to retain to be high value?
It matter how much money you got.
And how much for a woman?
I think 2 is acceptable.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I kind of like.
You can make a mistake.
Would you rather?
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Would
I said
you
2 baby
rather?
mamas.
Would you rather have a baby daddy that's a millionaire, or would you rather have a husband that loves you and all of that, and he makes $50K?
He makes $35K a year.
So the millionaire doesn't love me?
No,
Well,
because the average is 41.
I'm gonna tell you like this: he got other baby mamas, he got other kids. You feel
Yeah.
me? But
I'd
he
rather
can
have-
still provide you a better lifestyle
Yeah.
than the husband that makes $50K.
I'd rather have the husband who I'm his only baby mama and he makes $50K and he loves me.
Period.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Same.
traditional.
That's love.
Real girls are still winning
That's
here.
love. I don't think that's the majority.
You don't think that's the majority
Not
of
even a
women?
little
See? Now, back to the
Not
majority
even a
thing.
little
Back to the
bit.
majority thing. You're saying
Not even a
I don't
little
think
bit.
that's the majority. Do you
Yep.
think it's a situation where there's just a few, less of a majority, a minority of women,
Yeah.
but they are the loudest?
No.
So we assume it's the majority.
No, I think every female says that they'll take the love
Uh-huh.
and they'll throw away the money
Uh-huh.
until they get the love and realize they don't have any money. And
Yeah.
then they gotta watch the girl who don't got the love but got the money shit all over them. You feel
Yeah.
me? That's when it start not to feel good, G. Is when you realize you live in a compromised lifestyle for decisions that you didn't necessarily have to make. You feel me?
But that's why now we're in a predicament where women are making their own money. So it
For
doesn't
sure.
matter how much your partner is making. If you want certain lifestyle,
Yeah.
you need to be able to, provide for that lifestyle yourself, with or without.
But now you get into another situation.
That partner.
Now you get into another situation.
What situation?
These are children we talking about, right?
Yeah.
If you're, as a wife or a mom, gonna play provider, these kids still need a nurturing aspect. They still kids.
Yeah.
If you gonna go out and play provider, who's gonna play nurturer? And I think that's the biggest problem we got in America right now. This is why we got all of the opiate overdose. This is why we got all of the school shootings and stuff. It's because parents are taught to go be providers, go work 20 hours a day, go buy your kids whatever you can, but we don't have time to nurture them no more.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't got time to do homework with them no more. We ain't got time to play baseball, basketball, play video games, teach them how to do shit no more, because we so busy being providers. You feel me? And so what I'm trying to say is, bro, I think it's actually smart for a female to go, I'd rather go mess with the dude who got the bread, because I don't got to worry about being a provider. I can now put 100% into being a nurturer.
And be the best mom
You
I
feel me?
can be
Because it's only
with the
24
resources I
hours in
have
a
now.
day.
Yeah.
If you spending 16, 20 hours being a provider, that means you probably spending no time being a nurturer. You got to sleep. So it's really only 16, bro. How much time you spend being a provider versus how much time you spend being a nurturer, bro? As a dude, we don't even really got them good nurturing skills. You ever seen a dude babysit? It's not cute. You ever seen a dude like be a daycare worker or something?
Steve got some good
kindergarten teacher?
nurturing.
Well,
He
I'm
does.
on a
You can
different
watch
one.
your
some
kid.
good
I'm
nurturing characteristics.
Well, look, when I was married, I was I want to say before I wised up. No, but when I was married, I was
You can say
I
that
was
shit.
I was a stepdad. You know what I'm saying? I was watching 2 kids that weren't mine. You
Yeah.
know, and I learned how to be a dad. I learned how to become a nurturer. And I think now, look, we can put
You
my
think you can
business out
nurture
there.
better than a female?
Like, shh. All right, how about this? I'll just put my business out there. 1, because I don't give a fuck. 2, and then 2, I don't give a fuck. But my son's mother, right? She's got 7 kids, right? About 5 or 6 baby daddies. I forget sometimes. I'm baby daddy number 3, but I was one and done. It's almost like I saw where things were going.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, even in our relationship when we were together, and we were happily married, I saw myself as more of the nurturer.
Okay.
Because she was really concerned about making money, because we weren't making that much money at the time, you know. And then we had 2 kids plus a newborn. That's 3. Her and myself, new apartment, northwest suburbs. It's a little pricier, but we chose to make the decision. We chose to put ourselves in that environment. But she just wasn't what I expected. Shame on me for having
Do
expectations.
you think that she wasn't a good nurturer?
I don't think she was. You know,
Do you think that was the end of y'all relationship?
I think it was. It played a big portion because I was, concerned about the well-being of my child, my son. I want the best for him. You want your kids to be big and strong and intelligent and control their emotions. And I just didn't see that. Like, we're in such a chaotic situation. It really made me question a lot of things. So, but the cool thing was, the only good thing that came out of that is when I saw her lacking, I just went all in and stepped up more.
100%.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, she can, I will. And then it became a pattern of behavior. And then it got to a point where I'm like, I'm careless. I'm like, I know you're not gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna crawl, I'm gonna work on tummy time, I'm gonna roll him over, I'm gonna make sure he's eating right. Try to make sure there's no red 40, high fructose corn syrup, none of that shit, Yeah. And I learned all these. And if it wasn't for her, not being the nurturer,
Slacking.
I would thank you. Then I don't think I would be the nurturer I am now.
Yeah.
I would have focused all in and would have been money making Steve, young homie, and that would have got me nowhere.
You sure?
But this balance has given me so much.
Money making Steve sound kind of good, bro.
Dude, right? Kind of sound nice.
Oh,
right?
no, big dog. Money making
Style
Steve
sounds
sound
better.
kind of good, bro.
Now Steve got another audience though.
Well, see what I'm
Period.
saying. But like, what do you guys have to say? Do you think guys can become nurturers? Can they?
I don't think we can do it on the level they can.
Oh no, absolutely
I
not.
don't think that's
I can
don't
try,
think
but
that's
it's not. There's nothing like the love from a mother. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, I come from a single mother household.
Oh, right there with you, girl. Let's go.
My father was not very. Even if he wanted to, I don't think he
Father
could
who?
nurture.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though his best day, though, even if he tried, I don't think it's like, not to say it's not
Even
in
when
us,
he really, really tried.
But it's out of character, man. I'm not supposed to be the nurturer.
It's just
I think,
supposed
right?
to be
I'm a dude.
different.
Yeah.
Our nurturing is provided.
Yeah.
You feel me? That is our nurturing, bro.
But and then another part of it too was like, I was heavy on discipline. I was the disciplinarian.
Big facts.
She'd be like, "Nah, it's cool. He's a baby." Or he fucking lit the house on fire. For example.
But that's your boy, though, right?
Yeah.
You supposed to be like that with your boy, though.
I don't know.
That's your boy, man.
That's your boy. That's my
your
son.
boy.
But he needs the discipline.
Yeah.
Because I want to put myself on blast too. Like, I didn't have no discipline growing up.
Oh, really?
And I think I could have been so much further ahead. You
think you would have been like that if you had a girl?
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, it's your boy, though. It's different. You know what I mean? I think if you...
For sure it would change me if I had a girl. Once you become a girl dad, the whole world changes. You start questioning your ethics, how you treat women personally, from a man to another woman.
Yeah.
For sure. But a dad to a son, yeah, I don't know. I think women are the original OG nurturers.
Facts.
And if put in a situation we can accommodate, but we'll never hit that 100% mark I think that women have. Never.
I don't think it's in us to do that, bro.
No,
I don't think it's in us to
we got
do that.
discipline, provide, lead. I think that's the masculine energy, right?
I would say integrity, respect, discipline. I don't know, bro.
Those are real good ones.
I don't make the rules, bro.
Wow, we just had like a moment right now.
I just know, you feel me? If you a man and you ain't providing, bro, like...
What you doing with your life, bro? What you doing?
Bro?
What you doing?
All of my stay-at-home dads out there, y'all some suckers, you feel me? Y'all
Yeah,
need to
do
get
it
it together, bro.
Just
Nurturing
could do a side hustle.
Nurturing men is not the move, bro. I would never want, you feel me, a dude at my kid's daycare. I would never want a dude to be my kid's kindergarten teacher. Like, some jobs is just not meant for me. You see what I'm saying? And like that young child nurturing shit, that's not it, bro. That's not it, bro.
Yeah.
Especially, you feel me, if you want to be a good provider too, like my boy from Boston, you did Celtics coach. You feel me?
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying,
I think
bro.
they're dodging bullets though, right? Because something like this similarly happened to the Dallas Mavericks. Am I correct? This is a few years back with Mark Cuban trying to get other people to sign non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, just because they didn't want. Oh, okay. They didn't want anything to happen. They were trying to hide something.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. My boy got caught. I know. Time up, bro. I know your mic is acting crazy.
Yeah, my bad.
Now, bro.
Is it good now?
Yeah, it's good. Just
All right,
kind of
cool.
keep it steady.
Got
But
it.
yo, my boy from Boston got caught.
Okay.
My boy from Boston got caught. The coach of the Celtics. He got caught. Nia Long's boyfriend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He got caught messing with somebody else within the organization. So he got caught messing with one of his coworkers, G.
Yeah.
And now they trying to
He was
drag him.
supposed to be her supervisor, not just a coworker.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
There's a power
Wait.
dynamic.
He's a,
Yeah.
There's a power dynamic in this.
All too common.
What's her position?
I'm not.
sure.
I'm not exactly sure, but it said that he's like was supposed to be one of her supervisors. He was more superior in the workplace.
Well, yeah, I could. In my mind, the coach is the player supervisor. You feel me? So if you're not a player, it's like.
I mean, he might not have been her supervisor, but he was above her in the organization.
Right, of course.
So obviously, someone who's above you, you do want them to like you. You do want to get in good with them because you want them to, say good things about you, be able to put you in position of,
he should have got fired.
Period.
He basically did. I mean, they're saying like
I'm saying, do you think he should have though? Opinion wise, I don't think that's so bad. I mean, okay.
So far they're saying it's consensual. So I'm not saying that he's wrong as far as.
So they
I
found.
don't even want to play that game.
So now Boston, the team itself knew about this back in June of 2022, and back then they said it was consensual.
That was a few months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a long time ago.
But recently Nia changed the storyline. Once she said that it wasn't consensual, then the private investigation. Right? Was it Nia?
No, it was the girl. Nia's the wife. I'm talking about the mistress.
The mistress is the one that said it wasn't consensual.
Yeah.
Once you say that, then the private investigation began.
But now you get into a situation where it's like you said it was, and now you saying it wasn't.
So who do you believe?
And this mistress is married to somebody who also works for the team. That's what it's really about. You fucked the wrong wife, nigga.
Yeah.
That's what it's really. You fucked the wrong dude's wife. You feel me? That's what it's really about at the end of the day. Because I kept thinking, I was like, all right, why is this story a story? This has nothing to do with the NBA. This has nothing to do with basketball. This is like a personal matter. And then I found out, this was somebody in the office's wife. You fucking your coworker's wife. That changes everything, bro. And if you the coach and you did the wrong deed to where they trying to get you up out of here, somebody higher than you was hitting their wife.
Ooh.
You feel me? So maybe a owner, maybe a GM, something like that, bro. You was hitting his wife. That's why this is a story, not because of what you did, it's because of who it was, bro.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying, bro? That's a tough pill to swallow, bro. And I would hate to see one of the few African American coaches in the NBA who just was in the finals against
he turned
Steph
around
Curry.
That team, by the way. He turned around the team.
Bro, turned around the
Amazing.
franchise in general. Ain't seen the finals since 2008. You feel me? He got to the finals or whatever, bro, with a young team, and now he probably finna lose his job about something that ain't got nothing to do with his job.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, bro. Everybody at every workplace in the world is fucking. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Not everybody, not us here.
You can go to
Not
any
here.
company. You can go to any company.
Not this company.
Anywhere.
Don't be saying that.
You can go any company anywhere. You can go to McDonald's right now, where a bunch of 18-year-olds work at. That's just how the world works, bro. That's just how the world works, bro. And so for you to get in trouble for something that literally everybody's doing,
I don't know.
You just got caught because you hit the wrong wife.
Yeah, I'm a dude. Dude, you just screwed up.
He should have got fired, bro.
Man, I think he needs to get fired because his priorities ain't straight. He's thinking about fucking instead of succeeding in business.
He a man, Steve.
Yeah, but like you can go get it anywhere else.
He a man, Steve.
Why you going for your boss?
That's why
you going for the CEOs.
That's why I'm not sure.
Where is she going, boy? You ain't heard about that.
I'm dead.
You ain't heard about that. You want to get the guac too? Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. She out here wilding. She trying to get back at her husband. And all that. Not me.
No, that's why I'm like, you don't know her intentions. Maybe maybe at first she said it was consensual because obviously, the situation that had just come out. But you never you never know what the situation was. Maybe she felt
when you start changing
pressured.
your story, G. When you start changing your story, it's because you see benefits.
Yeah, and you lose credibility.
You see benefits, G. And I kind of like the whole consensual thing, G. If it's not, let it not be. If it is, let it be. But don't be flip-flopping your story because at that point, G, now I feel like you using your trauma as a weapon. And you trying to see who you gonna shoot at. You feel me? All right, if it's like this, I'm gonna say it's this. And if it's like that, I'm gonna say it's like that. But you just using your trauma as a weapon. And at that point, G, it's like, can we trust anything that you got to say? Because we just had this situation with Megan. Well, I said he shot me, then I said he didn't shoot me, and then I said, what happened? What happened?
She stepped in.
And after a while, it's like, yo, you just using your trauma as a weapon. And you trying to see who you gonna shoot at. You feel me? And so like, what's the situation? I don't like all. It get weird when you start changing the story. G. Either it happened like this or it happened like that. But when you start adding little tidbits and changing this part so it benefits you, now you getting into a different type of game, G.
You're 100% right with that point of view. I'm still just stuck on stupid. I'm like, yo, this guy's playing checkers. He should have been playing chess. Play the long game.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got nuts, bro.
Yeah, I do too. Like,
that shit throw you off.
Yeah, it do, but it's like I'm not gonna put myself in a compromising position. It doesn't matter. She could be the baddest of the baddest.
Steve, I feel like you talking right now.
No, I know this.
Right
you want to show him a picture?
No, you talking right now, Steve.
This situation reminds me of Neo in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
So he's walking with Morpheus, right?
Yeah.
He just took the first pill, and then the lady in red shows up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's so attractive, hot in his opinion, all this. But then Morpheus says, look again. And he looks again, and it's Agent whatever with a gun in his forehead, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get better. The baddies are going to get even worse. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try their hardest. The temptation is only going to get more so once you level up, because you're going to have that much more to lose.
Right.
I see it as like, you know, as a dad, as a provider, you know, as a man.
Preach, Steve.
I'm not going to think with my nuts in that situation when I got hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line, a career I'm passionate about. Dude, I get paid to be a coach. If that's my dream, that's a dream. That's a lick. That's a stain. That's where you want to be in life.
Yeah.
I would definitely take. I'll go as far as say I'll take furthering my career instead of getting laid.
Period.
I think when those are the options,
Yeah.
it's always easy to pick
Exactly.
the right one, right?
But if she's
When
here,
reality
what if she's
is-
creeping on you,
Right.
hands giving
done
you a
had couple of
massage in the
drinks.
neck?
You don't know she did all that.
Her
Yes,
husband back
Skybox.
her husband back in Boston. We in LA. She in LA. You feel me? She done already had a couple of relationships with other people. She know
Right.
how to keep quiet. We know who we can fuck and who we can't. In our mind, she a person that we can fuck, and she know how to keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened that she got caught this one time.
It's gotta
You
be the
feel me?
dude, because there's always been ladies like this, you know, where you could,
And that's what I'm saying.
and there's word on the street that, hey, they're not gonna say nothing, but if you do it wrong, then I don't know, maybe he didn't lay it down right.
I don't know the situation. He got caught on the ring camera.
See?
So he got caught. But at the end of the
Not
day,
the ring
bro,
camera.
yeah, he got caught. That's how the dude who wife it was. That's how he found out.
Ring
He
camera,
caught them talking on the ring camera.
right?
That's why it's scary. Man.
Shout out Nas, big investor in
How
ring.
come they didn't realize that there was a ring camera right there?
I'm
like,
saying, like, a
how
ring
she
is
not
very
know that there was a ring?
That's the thing, right? It could have been a whole situation where they have an open relationship and this was all good. It was all cool, and then maybe he.
But the
didn't sign-
fact that it
he
was
didn't-
him.
he didn't sign a contract that they wanted him to sign, or he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Do something that they wanted to do, and all of a sudden, scandal. It could have been that situation like that too.
That's
'Cause
wild.
One thing I do know about what I've noticed about people like that are rich like that is all of that love and marriage and you gotta stay faithful to me shit. That don't really matter.
It's a
You feel
business
me?
at that point.
It's a business at that point, like you said, G. And I think somebody fucked up a business, and this is they shot back at them, bro.
Interesting.
I kind of think R. Kelly is a situation like that too, but that's a different story. for a
Anyway.
different day.
Yeah.
What was the next topic?
I mean, that's,
With all that proof, and you want to be
R.
like,
Kelly jazz?
Anyway.
You don't like R. Kelly
Anyway.
jazz? Man, come on, G.
all that proof,
Anyway.
and you want to.
No, I mean,
LOL.
only proof we got is the one video of him peeing on the 16.
Anyway.
All of that other shit, him raping boys and all of that, that's just hearsay.
All the women that have told their stories.
Yeah, that's another thing we could talk about because I done got paid a lot before. So
Okay.
you feel me? Like
That'll take up a whole hour to talk about.
Yeah, I done got
Yeah.
paid a lot before.
I've been, I'm not gonna
So,
lie, I've been
I don't
paid
know,
to lie
bro.
before.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all were on Maury or something?
No, it's just a matter of he could have actually did that.
Not
or,
Maury.
Cool.
Or he could have fucked the wrong person's wife, and then that person could have said, "Hey, I got millions of dollars to green light a documentary and pay people to say he did this and that." Because at the end of the day, somebody did pay millions of dollars to document. You feel me? To green light a documentary, and whoever that person is, that's who want to see R. Kelly in jail,
So,
bro. Damn, what
I
he
don't want
did.
to talk. Never mind.
Documentaries don't get green lighted for no reason, especially $1 million productions.
Yeah,
You
what if
feel
it's all
me?
pre-planned,
So somebody want to see
right?
him in there, regardless of what he did. Somebody
It's
gotta
because the
man better.
allegations are true, people. The
Well, they
allegations
could
are
be.
true.
But
Maybe
you
the
can,
court
you
of
can pay
law-
for allegations to be true. That's what I'm trying to say, G.
I mean,
can
no,
pay
I
for
feel you.
allegations to
Like,
be true.
that's 100%
Especially
true.
when there's no physical evidence. There's just he said, she said. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can
But
pay
how
for
many
allegations to be
how many
true.
she says do we gotta take?
R. Kelly is
How many
a
people can I
very
find to
touchy
get
subject.
$10,000 to lie? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you try with 5 people and it don't work, and so I can go get 10 people and see if it works, and it don't work, well, I'm gonna just go get 20 people, and then you look up and there's 75 people. It's like, yeah, they tried with 5 and it didn't work, so they just kept paying people to the number went up. And it happens over and over and over again to where it's like, how could you not see the pattern? You feel me? How could you not see the pattern, bro? I've paid people to lie. I've been paid to lie. So I know that you can take 75 people and, oh, okay, he ain't got a whole lot of money. I'm going to give him 10K just to say he did this. And I'm going to put 75 people behind you so they ain't going to question you and they not going to ever know your name.
Yeah.
Why would you not take the money? I say
no,
Michael
exactly.
Jackson did something to me right now if you got 10,000 for me. That nigga been dead for 10 years.
He's not lying, you know. I'm sure the 10 grand would
Straight
change your answer. But if it comes down to it, no.
No what?
No, I'm just not gonna fuck my boss, his wife. You know, this doesn't make any sense to me.
I think it's easy to say it.
Nah, I'm straight.
I think
I'm cool.
it's easy to say it.
I've been in.
I think it's easy to say it.
I've been here. You want to hear a weird situation? Okay, I got a story. All right, so I'm working security for a Freemason at a club that's in Jefferson Park underneath the post office. Not sure if it's still there, right? And I was working for this guy who was a Mason and stuff, and he had a mistress, more than one, right? She came at me. Did the massage with my shoulders. Oh, he's not here right now. Let's go have a drink.
She said, "Me love you long time."
All that.
Period.
All that, right?
It sounds like a setup.
It does. It does. And so that's why even back then I knew, like, man, this is weird. It's almost too good to be true. And I was so smart and glad I made the right decision. I'm like, yeah, I'll have a drink. But I knew because, like, she kind of looked like Michelle Pfeiffer, I think, at the time. You know, older, blonde, you know, petite. And then the white dress and stuff threw me off. Like, we were in a club. The club it was just a club of debauchery. There were different rooms with curtains, no doors. There was a room. All right, we can say this, right? This is the Reality Chick podcast. They had a room where they were doing dope. All right, people.
Sound like a Hollywood party.
Right? They had another room where they were fucking.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
They were paying.
Like
they had
party.
right. And they had cocktail waitresses that were topless, walking around the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
It's lit.
And then they had a smoke room where they were smoking all type of weird shit.
Yeah.
Right? And in between, you know, you'd have the owner be going in, going out, smiling, doing this. Hey, Steve, help me out with this. Help me out with that. But multiple times, I could have just left with the lady. She would have just she's like, man, I got this. I'm rich. I got a house. Come with me. Forget this job. She offered me the whole thing, but I was just so scared, if anything, man. Like, I feared, like, this is a Freemason. I don't think you mess with someone like that. Especially, you don't mess with a person's relationship, period, I think. I'm not out here being a homewrecker. And check this, I was 19 at the time. Yeah. And I had that sense back then. Yeah. So I think more than likely I wouldn't do it now at this age.
I'm not saying that you should fuck your boss. I'm just saying I don't think dating.
Not fuck the boss.
I don't think dating. I don't think dating in the workplace is the worst thing in the world, bro. I think people blow that way out of proportion.
It's not. You know, I've been watching The Mentalist, and I can't wait for Patrick and Teresa to get together. And it's been like 7 whole seasons of the just tension. So they both work in the FBI. Long story short, and I feel like they should get together. It should be no, restrictions.
With that opinion, what do you think validates it, or what makes a good work relationship?
A good work relationship. You guys definitely. What did you say?
Don't get caught. He said, "Don't get caught."
I mean, I would say only don't get caught if they have a specific like restriction against it, because a lot of the companies will tell you like we don't allow co-workers to date. They will straight up say that.
Yeah.
No, everyone doesn't.
I mean, for us.
Really?
Every company doesn't.
I completely disagree with
Take
that.
it easy, Leilani.
I think you got into a situation which we've seen before. I think they're gonna tell you, cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
More than likely, they'll give you a warning, right?
No, they're gonna tell you to cut that shit out.
Or you're gonna lose your job.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it
Jasmine,
again.
you met your man at work.
Literally.
What?
Literally.
How that go?
So he was working at TJ Maxx on State Street. This was about
the nice
almost
TJ
6 years
Maxx.
ago. Yes, this was
It's
almost
actually a
6
nice
years
one.
ago because our anniversary is next weekend.
Hey, congratulations
6
ahead of
years.
time.
Thank you.
6 years.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes. So he was working there before me. I started working there. And, I peeped him. I was like, ooh.
Okay.
So,
That's how good. I like that.
so, yeah, I was like, okay, bet. So,
we see you, you don't see us.
That's
I
true.
took you my
That's true.
shot. Fast forward.
Okay.
It happened, right?
Yeah.
We're together. And now, super fast forward.
Wait, so you shot your shot at him?
I did. Yes.
Same. I shot my shot.
Was it one of those we're oblivious boys, not paying attention to stuff, and you're like, and you just came up on the quicks?
I wouldn't say he was oblivious, because it's like we spoke a few times, you know, while we were working doing the same shift.
Cool.
You know, things like that.
Was he ever you know, attracted like in a flirty way to you, make some funny
Absolutely.
jokes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Locked in eye contact that was deep?
The very first time I tried to shoot my shot, I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him right now, because he was in the break room and there was nobody else up there. So I was like, ooh, perfect timing. Yeah. So I was like, how's that Chipotle?
That's how it started.
And he was like, good. Anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs now. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
But anyway, 2 weeks later, I really shoot my shot. It worked, you know.
You, instead of saying how's Chipotle, you said let's go to Chipotle. Right?
Tell him what you did. Tell him what you did. Tell him what you did.
I'm curious.
I taped my number on the back of his name tag, because all of our name tags were in the same place upstairs in the break room. So I was like, you know what? Since I can't speak to this man,
yeah, obviously,
I can't speak to the man. So I'm going to put my number on the back of his name tag, and hopefully he'll notice.
That is clever. I gotta pause that story, because if a girl did that for me, I'd be infatuated with. I'm like, you are just clever, smart,
and he was and did.
Good.
He was infatuated.
He's in love.
He's in love.
Period, point blank.
Ever since then, you know, he texted me for the first time, and then, you know, the rest is history. 6 years next month. But now you made me forget, what was I bringing this up for to begin with?
Because, man, you found
appropriate
love
work
in the
relationships.
office, man.
Right. I met him at TJ Maxx, right?
Yeah.
Were you guys dating while you were at TJ Maxx?
Everybody knew at one point. This was maybe like a week or so after we officially started dating.
Yeah.
Everybody in there knew we were dating.
And
literally everyone, because they all had a comment.
How did they
They
interact
were like,
with you?
"Oh my God, y'all are such a cute couple."
Good.
Oh, I love
how about
that.
your superiors? How about your supervisor, maybe your manager at the time?
They didn't care either.
They didn't care. They didn't give a flying fuck.
They were cool with it.
They were cool.
That's why you really think somebody at our job, if somebody got together right now, you think our bosses would be on that?
It's not that if they get together, it's if they have like a problem. If they have a breakup or something.
So if relationship starts affecting work.
Yes.
100%.
Right, yeah.
But in what world is it not?
I think it has to affect.
It
didn't affect our world at TJ Maxx. Like, I still came in, I did my job. He came in, he did his job. We would maybe leave together if we had the same shift. You know, we got up at the same time. But so what?
In what world does it not? Because
I've had a little situationship and never affected my job.
Situationship. What are those?
You know what I'm talking about, Steve.
I do, but I want the listeners to know a little bit about the situationships.
It was no relationship. It was just
a situation.
It was just us enjoying each other's company
and company
and time.
Company's great.
And nothing bad ever happened.
Right. And you're a mature person. You can do that.
Okay.
Everybody can't do that.
So you're saying not everybody got that potential? Got that?
Because it could have went just the other way of, oh, this is the person I'm having a situationship with. They're flirting with somebody else.
Yeah, but this coach for the Celtics sounds like an entanglement.
But see, if
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'll turn into an entanglement every time. Bro.
That's why at work you got to know what it is. If it's a situation, it's a situationship. If you guys are talking more, then that's different. But like at work, you can't even give space for the. I feel like it's more, but right now it's only established as this, and you can't give it all that.
Jump. You gotta say how it is.
No, for real.
Yeah,
I think our relationship should start honest.
You got backup. As long as you got 10 other people to back you up, you can say whatever the fuck you want to, bro. The fuck?
That's
literal. So crazy cool. That's a good way
of what we just said. Of the male side of the room, even though you guys don't have the same opinion. Me and Lay don't always have the same opinion.
For sure.
But I just said, oh yeah, you got to be honest from the jump. That's the best way to start it. And he's like, oh yeah, be honest, but
as long as you got 10 people backing you up, it don't matter.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But if you
the honesty,
what I'm saying is, because I'm only talking about a situation that not necessarily personal to me, but the people involved are personal to me, right?
Yeah.
And I watched the situation where they had a situationship, and one person wasn't as happy as the other person, and they decided to create drama. You feel me? And then they decided to go get their team of backup. You feel me? And then and now all of a sudden, one of my friends is in a situation where he's getting in trouble for a work relationship that nobody was even supposed to know about. But because it didn't go the way she wanted it to go, boom. The honesty is now dropped. The keeping it real off the jump is now dropped. Everything that they established in this situationship is now dropped because she wasn't happy. And that's why I say, can it ever not impact work?
Man.
I don't think you ever can get in a situation where it don't
will.
impact work. I just think that some things the work need to learn how to accept.
Some women just don't care. I care.
I think once your feelings is hurt, nobody cares.
No,
cares,
even if my feelings are hurt, I never like to leave like a bad taste in somebody's mouth. Even if I don't mess with them no more. Like, I just don't want to give anybody like the power to say anything negative about me. So I won't even care. Even if it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, I wouldn't care enough to go start some stuff at work, get you in trouble, do all that, just so then you could say I did all that for you. No,
Whoa,
like
toxic.
even if
That is toxic.
When your work situationship brings in flowers for some other coworker, and you sitting there like, yo, you was just with me. And now you're putting her on.
Then
the
I'm
pedestal.
laughing because I know you're gonna do the same thing to her and the next and the next. I ain't taking it personal.
Leilani, you laughing? There's a lot
I'm
of girls
laughing.
that's damn near about to pull out a knife.
Which is true.
Oh,
Which
no.
is true. But
You laughing?
When did we get violent? Like, when did that
Not
happen?
us.
That's what I'm
These
saying. They
other
gonna
women.
be
Yeah,
that
we
upset. though.
Yeah.
We
They
as
gonna be
women.
upset.
When did that? When did it turn
I
violent?
think when people feelings start getting hurt, I think violence is always.
I've had
an
a crazy
option.
girl.
Men or women.
No,
when,
no.
When feelings start getting hurt.
yeah.
I'm crazy,
Yeah.
but I'm not
violence
that
can
crazy.
always be
Oh,
an
this one
option.
was
No,
I'm
nuts.
not
you're
saying it
absolutely
should
right.
be.
No,
I'm
you're
not
right.
saying
With my
it's
evil
right,
smile.
But let's be honest.
You seen Snap, Jarrell?
Of course I seen Snap.
Did you used to watch the marathons on weekends?
Me and my mama.
Me too.
Yeah, we crazy in my house.
I had to stop though. After a couple years, I was like, I
Too
can't
many ideas, right?
because I would watch.
I know it.
You guys
Too
are
many
making me
ideas.
sound like emotionless. You know, I keep bringing the old me because, bro, I was a different animal. I
Yeah.
was a demon 10 years ago. I was no good. But because I made a lot of poor decisions. You know what I'm saying? I was a bad boy, man. I was doing all the things incorrectly. And that's why I always say, like, man, if I had some discipline, maybe I would have been a little more ahead in my life where I wanted to be. But if
Anyway, look at where you are now.
Exactly, I was
So,
going to get to that. I would have been
period.
able to meet all three of you guys, which is
Right.
amazing. You know, but
I love y'all.
I love you guys too, all three of you guys. How important is it to keep your emotions in check in the workplace?
I think that's the most important. Well,
No, you was right with that
Will?
first.
I think
You're
it's
right.
important, but I also think that, like anything else, keeping your emotions in place don't always mean bottling them up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you should bottle things up in the workplace, especially nowadays. I think if you bottle things up, you get overlooked. You feel me? Over
Yeah.
the time, if you go, oh, there's a promotion out to be had by somebody. Well, I really want this, and I'm passionate about it, and I'm really emotionally passionate about it, but I got to keep my emotions under control because I'm at the workplace. That could get you screwed. So I think it's the
Super
most
screwed.
important thing ever, but also think it's like it's a way that you gotta like
There's a way to
show.
move.
It's a way that you definitely gotta show emotion too.
That's why work friends are important.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I don't show my emotions when I'm at work. If somebody pisses me off, something happens.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't make a scene. I don't show everybody.
Is that a good
yeah,
thing though?
you're just like,
Yeah, it is
It
a
is
good
a
thing
good thing.
because
Self-control, maybe.
it's control, but not saying that I bottle
it?
it up. Because then I tell my friend who also works at the company, knows these people,
Yeah.
knows
So you
the
unbottle.
situation. Exactly,
Yeah.
I can
Pour it
unbottle to
out.
somebody
yeah,
who
it's like,
understands.
you don't necessarily
Not just somebody who doesn't
bottle it.
know
Yeah.
everybody and the whole like how the situation would have went. She understand. You know, my work friends understand where I'm coming from, how I was mad, why I was mad, and who I was mad at. So I'm still like, letting it off my chest. It's just in the moment you have to be smart about it. You can't just be off the fly,
Yeah.
acting off of emotion.
I don't think
emotional intelligence.
acting
That's
off
why I
of
like
emotion
that.
ain't the move either. But I also like don't be a doormat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't get stepped
Don't
on.
be the person
Nah.
that's so not emotional
Yeah.
that you get stepped on, or I know I can get away with certain shit when it comes to Rell because he ain't gonna react. I think that's detrimental. Just the same way as you feel me being over emotional.
So how about we wrap it up with each one of us gives one piece of advice on how you would interact when you feel maybe out of control of your emotions in the workplace. Do you have any piece of advice?
No,
each one of
I'm
you?
horrible with that, Steve. Why you asking me first, though? I'm not the person. Bro.
Well, I'll
think
go
we all
first.
know that.
It's all right. I'll try to go first. I'm gonna make this up as I go along. You're making a choice when you have relationships or entanglement with a coworker or somebody of the opposite sex that you're very fond of. But those moments are just moments. Like it's 5 seconds of happiness, right? I know, a couple hours. I get it. Yeah. it could be 5 seconds of happiness, you know, or it could be like it sets you back 5 years.
Correct, yeah.
And I want to make sure I keep moving forward, because like sharks, when a shark turns around and goes backwards, they die. They got to keep going forward. We need to keep moving forward. I would say, take a breath, take a breather, and really, really prioritize your life. If you really, not hating on White Castle, but like if you're at White Castle,
I'm hating on White Castle.
I'm hating, and that's where you want to be, and you see yourself, I'm gonna be a manager, and then GM, and run a couple franchises. Do you, boo? But that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's gonna be places that you want to be that's beyond White Castle.
Right.
I want to be in a boat party.
Yeah.
I want to get on a yacht.
Come on.
I want to get on a plane, go to Vegas, and kick it at the iHeart Radio Festival. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got goals that I want to do,
Period.
and my emotions need to be in control if I want to continue to head that journey.
Yep.
That's the word. That's the message of the day.
I
That's the
appreciate
message.
it.
Control your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Control your emotions. Leilani?
I agree.
It's a rough one, huh?
This is a hard one, yeah,
Yeah.
because I have, and not even like I told you guys about, you know, a situationship I had in work, but even with just coworkers, I have, when I first started here, you know, I asked you how you first remember meeting me, and as we all know, I was a little bit more shy and reserved. So I did have some coworkers, you know, test me because they assumed that I was quiet enough to just allow them to like speak to me, however, and like push me around and little girl me, especially coming in, you know, one of the youngest employees.
Word, yeah.
So in those circumstances, I didn't react out of emotion, but like you said, in the long run, I won, you know, because it's like I didn't react out of emotion. I wasn't rude and I didn't act out of character, but I'm a genuine person and I chose who I wanted to show my true self to, you know, and now I have a group of friends at this workplace who know the true me, but they're only because I allow them to, you know, and now this person is on the outside looking in, wishing that they knew me, and they don't get that advantage because you tried to play me or, you know, little girl me or treat me like I was small. So now you don't get that privilege. So don't give people the privilege if they don't deserve it, but don't react out of emotion.
Right, you come up with a really nice plan and you attack.
Hell yeah. Get to it. Start
Softly,
plotting.
nicely.
You plotting on me.
Low key.
Low key.
All right,
Jasmine,
go
thank
ahead,
you.
Jazz.
I'm sure you have a few final words. You're so good at wrapping things up.
Yeah, so I feel like when it comes to relationships in the workplace, it's difficult. It's complex. It's complicated. But you have to really hone in on what really matters to you. Like, does this situation matter to me? Does it have anything to do with me? That's another thing. Don't just be putting your whole, you know, body in somebody else's business at the workplace because you feel like, oh, I work with them, so I'm going to put my whole body and soul into their business just because they work here with me. If it doesn't have anything to do with you, you should probably stay out of it. If they don't ask you for your opinion directly, you should probably stay out of it.
Facts.
I mean, we all know, you know, something happened the other day that we need to stay out of because it has nothing to do with us, right? And that's all I'm going to say on that. Because it has nothing to do with us specifically. Yeah. Even though it happened in our workplace, it has nothing to do with us.
You right.
So,
you right.
Zip it.
period.
Zip it.
Hey,
So,
yo.
Zip it.
so anyway,
Okay.
next,
On that.
I'm also right on that note. I'm also saying that just with the workplace, I feel like if some drama comes about, if it has nothing to do with you specifically, just leave it alone. It doesn't have anything to do with you. That was the main key word right there, folks. If it has nothing to do with you, leave it alone. Move on with your own life. Focus on what you need to do. Build the relationships, the good relationships, the genuine relationships that you can in your workplace, and move along and move on as needed, as possible. Like, that's all you really can do.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. Because then you will make yourself get in a position that you really want.
I like that.
You can get into the position that you really want.
For sure.
Just by being you and by staying out of drama. Don't be messy. Right. That's it.
At the end of the day, you don't want to mess up your check. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to trip you out your check. You all got bills and all of that. So if it ain't gonna make you no money, it's gonna fuck your money up. Get out of that. Get out of that, bro. Get out of that. That's what it is. You did. Hey, look, we appreciate y'all for being on the Reality Check podcast. Yo, you want to tell them where y'all at?
Yes, I'm on Instagram at JazzerSoFierce, on Twitter at JazzerFierce, and yes, you can catch me on weekends on 103.5 Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station, 4 to 6 a.m. You can catch me also on the iHeartRadio app on Brilliantly Black. I'm talking to all of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana's Black-owned business owners. New episodes every Monday and new episodes every Friday of the Midday Live show. Lay.
Period. You can find me at Leilani Yasmin _ on Instagram, and Leilani Yasmin pretty much everywhere. Just stay tuned for what's coming next, because you never know.
You already know what time it is, bro. Steve, you got anything else?
Thank you.
That's what it is. It's episode 23 of the Reality Check podcast. We're going to be back. You did get you a reality rain check for a week. We're going to be back with episode 24 next week. You did. We're going to make sure we have plenty of guests for y'all, too. We're going to keep it coming. You did. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next week. It's the Reality Check podcast. Boy Rell, I'm out.
Woo-woo.